Hi everyone, my name is Mark Blunden, Realtor with eXp Realty, serving Laguna Woods Village in South Orange County. In this episode of Inside the Village Fireside Chats, we are speaking with Nancy and Terry, current residents of Laguna Woods Village. If you're considering a move into this village, this conversation will help you picture the lifestyle, the pace, the clubs, and the hidden gems. Also, the practical conveniences that shape everyday life. This interview was recorded via Zoom, so our guests can speak comfortably from their home. Our goal is simple: give you clear, real-world insights so you can make confident decisions about where and how you want to live. Let's begin. How did Laguna Woods first get on your radar, and what made you take the first serious look at the village?
When we came out here, we moved back out here from Colorado to take care of a mom. And so we were looking for a place to stay, and we thought we would look at some of the plus 55 communities. So we checked out several of them around here. We knew this was on the list because we had a list, and we came here, and after we drove around this place, it was incredible what they offer here. And the fact that this place has a lot of trees and kind of a foresty look to it, just a very attractive place to stay. So we rented it for a couple of years.
Okay.
Checked out all of the model homes and finally settled on this model here and then bought in 2 years later.
Great. And how long have you been here now?
We started renting in 2007. Bought in 2009, and we've been here since then. 18 years, I guess.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. That was a great answer. You're up next, Nancy. Okay. Before you moved here, what were you hoping this community would give you that your previous home did not? Maybe a different lifestyle, convenience, activities?
Sure. Yeah, what was intriguing for me was that Terry could still work from home. He was still working for IBM. And so by us getting our condo is 2-bedroom.
Mhm.
And so we set up the second bedroom as his office. So he continued to work. So while he was at work, I was off playing. So we have so many clubs. There's over 250 clubs here. And if there's a club that they don't have, then all you need is 20 residents, and you've got a club.
Oh, wow.
So I was the little social butterfly. So while he was working, I was out playing. We were still driving at the time.
Mhm.
So it was lots of shopping. 1 to 2 gigantic malls, outdoor malls are near us. Irvine Spectrum and the shops at Mission Viejo, and super nice, plus thousands of others that are, close by. And we knew that when we got to the point where we didn't want to drive or couldn't drive anymore, that the village has a bus system that takes us around. Plus the city has a taxi service that for a nominal fee, take really low for $8, seriously, will take us anywhere around our area. So even if we gave up driving, we could still drive. And of course there's Uber, and Lyft and those guys. Yeah, so it was just the freedom to do whatever you want to do. It was so fun. And that's what attracted me. And then when he retired, we both started having fun.
And you said you don't drive anymore, but you do drive a golf cart around. Is that correct?
Yes. We get everywhere in the golf cart, anywhere in the village in the golf cart, which is, there's, 3 restaurants and 2 big, 3 shopping, grocery stores, CVS, all of it. That's all really close. And then we just hop on the bus, our bus, not the city bus, just our Laguna Woods Village bus. And to go to Trader Joe's and to doctor's appointments and things like that.
Was there a specific moment or visit when you both said, yes, this is the one, this is where we want to live?
Right off the bat, with all the things that there are to do here, the 250 clubs and the other recreational places, the gyms, the golf course, all of the other stuff. We want to make sure that we got the right home that fit our needs. And so there's several dozen different models and stuff, and we looked at all of them for 2 years. And we finally found this one here, which is a 2-bedroom, and met our needs. So, and at the point when we saw this place, we knew we had a place to stay, and we were good.
As a couple, were you equally excited about the move, or did one of you need a little more convincing than the other?
No, I can only speak for myself, but I speak for you a lot. So,
Sure.
yeah,
He
okay.
does.
So we both wanted to come. We were living in Colorado, and I knew that, and our life there was fabulous. But we knew that Terry's mom wasn't getting any younger,
Mhm,
and she was going to need some care.
mhm,
And we wanted to be closer to her. At the same time, we also knew that I was finishing up my PhD and that my job opportunities would be greater here than they would be in Colorado. So it was kind of a win-win for both of us. Plus Terry could work from home, so again have the same job. It was a win-win for both of us. We were both excited about it, but we did do the renting. Okay,
yeah.
and that was our hesitation point, was that we have never lived in a 55 plus community before. We didn't know how awesome it was. So we said, well, let's hedge our bets and rent for a couple of years to make sure it's really a good fit.
Yeah.
And we could have just bought right away, but we're grateful that we took the time. But we also realize now we didn't need to rent for 2 years to decide to move in here.
It's definitely a safer strategy to rent first, especially
We
with so
did,
many floor
yeah.
plans.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, and the floor plan. Yeah, we were kind of specific on the floor plan because we did need an office space for Terry. So we always knew, even when we were looking for the rental, we were looking at 2 bed. We knew we needed 2 bedroom.
Mhm.
And they showed us a couple and we were kind of like, doesn't exactly ring our bell. Okay, and then they showed us the third one. It was like, bingo, that's it. And we ended up buying the condo we're living in now is very, very similar to that model. So
Okay.
the split second we saw it, we knew it. We just felt it. It's a feel thing.
Yes, absolutely. What has surprised you most about actually living inside the gates at Laguna Woods Village, either in a good way or a challenging way?
It's a variety of things that there are to do around here. I play, and we have a 27-hole golf course, and I play golf. And I also play bridge, and we have a building here dedicated to bridge. There's also stables here to keep your horses, and I mean the activities go on and on and on. Lawn bowl games,
Mhm.
anga, stuff like that, shuffleboard.
Remember you
Just-
did archery too.
I did do
Oh,
archery,
wow.
and they have a really fine pool hall that if you shoot pool. And the theater, they have a really nice theater here that has lots of shows. They bring in entertainment from outside.
Like Las Vegas shows.
Yes, they're it's very, very nice here. And they show movies there too. It's as a 2-tiered level for seats, so they show movies. And they have plenty of 3 gyms, 2
Mhm.
full-size gyms and a small gym. And I work out one of the gyms. It's nearby. You get there in my
Okay.
cart. And there's just so much to do here. If
Right.
you can't find something to do here, you're not working at it really hard. And
Exactly.
if you don't want to do anything, this is still a good not to do anything. They have a very nice restaurant here that's inside of Laguna Woods.
Mhm.
And it's for people that live here. It's
And-
quality food. And there are also several restaurants outside that you can get to.
Mark, I think the one thing that really surprised me,
Mhm.
seriously surprised me about moving into the village is how active it is politically. And I don't just mean the 2 clubs, because we have a Democrat club and a Republican club. Okay, I don't mean those, although they're very active and we get along really well. Okay, from a political point of view, we get along very well here. What I mean is the local politics, the overall umbrella is GRF, and of course it's got its own professional people that run that. But from there down, it's all residents. So if you ever dreamed of being a mayor of a city, come to Laguna Woods and you can run for mayor because it's all residents. They want people to be on the different committees that help us decide, like landscaping and maintenance and, oh, there's just a billion of them. Okay, and so you can get started in the committees, and it's really political. So if you ever want to be a president of a mutual, okay, here's your chance to really be a politician. You can be the mayor. And I was so surprised that it's just that big of a deal here, in a good way. I mean, a good way.
That's
When we
great.
still have our little dramas. So, if you like, of course, because you've got, it's politics. And somebody wants to do this and somebody doesn't want to do that. So it's very exciting and it works. It really works to have the residents run the community. And it's just a fabulous thing.
So that's a great point. So I have to ask, did you ever run for office?
Oh my goodness, no. I'm too busy having fun. I don't think politics is fun. I've been on numerous committees within my clubs that I go to. Okay, yeah, I've done that. But that's all the politics I want. Thank you very much. But yeah, I mean, it'd just be great if somebody is interested in that. Come be mayor.
And I've been on the committees within the golf club and in the bridge club. And if you join a club here, you will be asked to participate as one of the officers for sure. You can or cannot, it's totally up to you. There's no pressure to get involved in that aspect of the club. Just enjoy the club.
So one more question about the activities. There's so many activities as you've described. How do you find out what's going on and when and where to go and meet people and take part in these activities?
Village has its own newspaper called The Globe, comes out once a week, and it has all the information about all of the clubs. Not all 250, because you're gonna, you put stuff in the paper when your club is gonna do something this month. So not all clubs do something every single month. So that has well, it's a very good little newspaper, and it's quite inexpensive, and it comes
$25 for the whole year.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, I mean.
And let's see, there's also another magazine that comes out.
Yes, we do have a nice magazine that's put out by the hospital, the local hospital.
And
it's called The Village Breeze. Yes, and it's free. You don't have to pay for that. And the residents don't pay for that either. Some people don't quite understand that. That's a marketing thing with the hospital. And it was the village that started the hospital when we said that way back in the day, when the residents decided they needed health care closer to them because it's a 55+ community. And so they're the ones that spearheaded it and got the Saddleback Memorial Hospital.
Which is very nearby.
Yes.
As our
like a mile away.
Fire departments are right here, and they're very prompt. They get here within minutes anytime that there's a call.
Another way to access the clubs, I'm not 100% sure on this, Mark. You might want to check it out. But on our website, we have Laguna Woods Village has its official website, and they do have a club section there, which then lists all the clubs. So I can't vouch 100% for it because I haven't been in there in a long time. But that would be another source to check out.
Yes.
Hi, it's Mark here. If you're exploring 55+ communities in Orange County, such as Laguna Woods Village, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Whether you're moving in 9 days or 9 months, we'll walk you through everything from floor plans to financing, HOAs and monthly costs. Call, text, email or schedule a Zoom below. We're here to make your move simple and stress-free. How would you describe the lifestyle here compared to your life before in terms of your routine and the pace?
Well, we're retired, so not working. So there's plenty to do here. You keep as busy as you want. Like I say, I'm in a couple of clubs right now that keep me busy, and we have time to travel. We have traveled. We've taken cruises, and we've visited our kids that are in various parts of the country. So yeah, and
the one thing I would like to add about traveling is that you can, when you're going to be gone on vacation, all you have to do is call security. And you let security
Okay.
know that you're going to be gone from this date to
Mhm.
this date.
Mhm.
And so they do extra patrol
Mm.
in your area just to drive by, make sure everything's okay. But plus, if somebody tries to come in, like they want to say, I'm picking up somebody from oh well, I can't say it, with some from your
Right.
address. Okay, okay. If somebody says they're coming, and they know, people at the gate, our gate ambassadors know, because it's on the computer, that you're on vacation and somebody shouldn't be picking you up.
Right.
Or if somebody comes in a van and says we're delivering furniture,
Mhm.
they know you're not there. And
Right.
so they'll call security. Security will come and check it out. Maybe it's just a mistake.
Mhm.
I'm sure it is.
Right.
But that's how they take care of you here.
Mhm.
It's a really nice little extra perk.
And it is a gated community, and we do have gate ambassadors who are volunteers here to take care of
Yeah.
letting people in and out. And,
All residents.
So
Okay.
it feels very safe here.
Just lock your front door when you go on vacation, get your ride to the airport, or however you're getting there. Oh, and if you're gonna go on vacation in your RV, we have an parking lot where
That's
you
true.
can store your RV, and you can come in, you can take it out and you can park it in front of the house while you get things, it's things I guess you have to do to get ready.
Right.
And then take
Okay.
off. You can park your RV, you can park your boat here.
We also have two very large garden areas where you
gardens.
can have your own, you can get a garden plot to grow whatever you want to do. So they're two very large garden areas. So they're available for those that like to dig in the dirt.
Now, just since you mentioned security, Laguna Woods Village has its own security patrol. Is that correct?
It does,
Mhm.
yes.
It does.
Yeah.
Goes-
Plus, our official police, our like really real police,
Sheriff.
is the sheriff's department that services here.
Okay.
And
Okay, yeah. And so if there's ever an emergency, like for example, if you have to call emergency services yourself, then they're immediately notified. They're instantly notified. And so security shows up too.
security, the
Okay.
police,
And the ambulance.
and the EMTs, right?
Police if you need it, but security will always come to make sure things are taken care of and that your home is secured.
Mhm.
Like if you're by yourself and you need to go to the hospital,
Right.
security will be sure that they lock up your
Okay.
condo. So it's
Great.
just those kinds of things.
Yes.
And,
Great.
and like I say, the fire departments are just almost inside the city.
Mhm.
So
Right.
the city is in 4 different sections.
Mhm.
And so they're kind of in the middle there.
Okay, great. So you have lots of help nearby. It feels really safe and secure.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Are there any particular activities, clubs, or hidden gems in the village that have become special to you?
The creek. Oh, the creek. We have Aliso Viejo Creek. I had to stop a second to remember it. And it's not right by our house. You can our condo. You can, however, find a condo if you're lucky. You can find a condo that's on the creek. Okay, that's really great. But it is beautiful. It's this park-like setting, a babbling brook. I mean, it's so special.
Yeah.
We go and we just hop in the golf cart and take a picnic basket,
Mhm.
and we go down there, and they have a couple of picnic benches that you can even put them together if you have a larger group of people. They're mobile, and and we'll go down there and we'll have lunch at the creek, just a little picnic.
Very
I
nice.
think that's my special place.
And there's a number of units that are on little hills, little moles in it, hills that you can get, if you're looking for a view,
Mhm.
you can find places that give you a view of the area.
There's green
Great.
spaces kind of scattered throughout
Mhm.
the
Yes.
whole village.
Right.
Okay, so there's always places where you can, I think they call them green belts.
Mhm.
Okay, so they're not as large as they are in the big cities, but we do have those little parks like that. But
Yes.
the creek is really special. And you can take your golf cart down there.
Is that creek in United Mutual just across
Yes, it's in
Bellflower
Gate
Road?
1,
Yes,
United
in
Mutual.
Gate
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
I know the
Gate
one.
1, 2, and 3, 4. Yeah.
Beautiful down there.
And you don't have to worry about, in case, as soon as somebody says creek, you think flooding. There's no flooding there. I mean, it's a nice little creek and it's a beautiful park. And if it was to get excited, and it's one of our big rainstorms, we get them once in a while down here, then there's not ever any threat of flooding. It just might be a little muddy around there for a few days.
Yeah, golf course would, golf cart path only if it rains. So they take very good care of the golf course. And there's also an executive 3-part golf
Yeah,
course too.
that's the one that you walk. You have the little
Okay.
pulley. It's just a 3-part.
Yeah.
So, Terry, what's your most special place in Laguna Woods Village?
The bridge cart.
Well, I actually run a social bridge club. If you play bridge, it's a social where you shuffle and deal, as well as belonging to a duplicate club. But it's a beautiful golf course. It's a challenging little golf course. Doesn't have any water on it, but if you think it's going to be an easy one to beat, you got another thing coming because it's a tough little course. What else? Well, the theater's nice. Lots of plays and stuff going on. And they have 2 theater groups that put on the local plays too, and they're quite good. And some of them used to be out there in the big theater.
Okay.
And then, like I say, dinner at the 19, which overlooks the golf course, is the best view of any golf course in Southern California. To be out there on the patio in the summer and just look out there. Like I say, the food is excellent.
I would say that's your favorite place, is the 19 restaurant.
Well, yeah, it's my favorite type of day. Sure.
Okay, and then I just have to ask a little bonus question before we move on to the last couple of questions. What's it like during holiday times in the village? Does it get decorated a little bit, or some of the clubhouses? Do you have special holiday events?
Oh, it's just decked out.
Yeah,
We just got through doing our tree lighting, and our Hanukkah lighting, our menorah lighting is coming up pretty soon. But we've had the tree lighting. It's a 20-foot tree. It's a clubhouse one. All the clubhouses decorate, and it's amazing how many residents decorate. When we first moved in, we went all out too. Okay, but we are getting a little bit, up there. So our decorating is kind of trimmed back through the years. Well, it has, honey. So we don't do as much outside decorating as we used to, but there's places where you can just drive through the neighborhoods and just see these magnificent holiday celebration lights and things like that.
Also, during 4th of July and Christmas, they usually have golf cart parades.
Yeah.
Where the golf cart owners all decorate their golf carts and then they drive all around the village. That's really cool too.
Our mailman even dresses up like Santa when he delivers the mail in the later. He'll be starting that pretty soon.
Yeah.
And he has a little elf outfit that he wears too. Yeah. And it just brings so much joy to you he knocks on the door for your mail, and you open the door and there's Santa. Yeah.
Okay,
On the 4th of July, we have a parade, we have a Christmas parade and a Halloween parade.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's true. It's Halloween parade. Yeah, that's pretty. Well, they really spook up the golf carts pretty good.
Good. Well, thank you.
So it's an active community.
It's an active community, yes. Yes, emphasis.
Very active community.
Okay, next question. From a practical standpoint, things like maintenance, security, and getting around, how has life become easier and more convenient for you?
Oh my God. Well, I'm not a gardener. Okay. I don't have even one green thumb. None of my digits are green. So whenever I need anything done, all I do is put in a work order. I can either call resident services, or the easy way is just to do it on the computer through our portal. And you just put in the request that you need to have your bushes trimmed. They do come through like once or twice a year and do general cleanup. Okay, of everyone's outdoor space. This is for landscaping. And but if you need anything done in between times, if you buy some new plants and you want them planted, they'll come out and plant your new bushes, shrubs, flowers. even trees.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the same with maintenance. If maintenance works a little bit different if you've remodeled your condo. So then it's more like it is on the outside. Okay. So in the outside communities. So you get your own plumber, you get your own, but if it's an emergency,
Mm-hmm.
they will come to an emergency. Like if your toilet starts overflowing in the middle of the night, they will come and they will take care of it.
Okay.
Okay, even though it's not theirs, you know.
Mhm.
There is also inside the house, of course, we have our own cable system. So you can,
An internet.
internet and cable system, which we're using right now. And they're very good about handling any problems with the internet and with coming in, if there's something wrong with your cable box or something like that, they can swap it out. So anyway,
Okay.
so that's handy too.
Yes. And I believe the village is upgrading to fiber
Yes,
optic
they are
internet.
fiber. Yeah.
In the
By
process.
the end of next year, everybody should be upgraded to that. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That's great. So much faster
No
speed.
extra charge. That's at no extra charge. Oh, you just
Oh,
froze there.
we
Okay.
froze. Okay,
Yeah.
we're back. So no extra charge for that fiber optic internet.
After everything is all set up and everything, that will be determined. But right now it looks like it's almost the same as the current price we pay for cable. You get basic cable for free.
That's free.
That's included in your HOA fees.
Mhm.
But if you want to bump that up, or if you want more streaming or recording or something like that, then but it's modest. It's a very modest fee, and it looks like the cost is going to stay the same.
So do you pay for internet separate from the cable TV, which is included? Like internet is paid
Yeah,
for?
we have West Coast internet
Okay.
and we have broadband cable, and they run on the same cable, but they're two different businesses.
Yes. So the basic cable TV is included in your HOA fee, but you
Yes.
pay
Yes.
separately for your West Coast internet.
And for any upgrades to your
And any
TV
upgrades.
cable.
Right. Okay, thank you. Without talking about any specific numbers, how do you feel about the value you get here for what you have to pay each month in your HOA fees?
So we're very happy with the services that we get here and for what they charge. And, obviously it goes up a little bit every year. There's inflation and stuff like that, but the services they provide here, the community, all the things you can do here,
Yeah.
you can't beat it.
Yeah.
You can't beat it on the outside,
Yeah. I would just echo that as a ditto. It's shared cost.
Mhm.
They have an official name for it that I can't remember right now, but it's all shared costs. So even that way it keeps the cost low. So for
Yeah.
example, Terry plays golf. So everybody pays in some to
Mhm.
help for the golf course,
Yeah.
but he also pays a little bit to play golf.
Mhm.
But
Right.
it's like, I don't know, it's all the way up to what, $10 an hour or something?
$18.
I mean, so, but
Yeah.
it's like that. So all the clubhouses get their working money from our HOA. Everybody pays a little bit. It
Mhm.
comes out of your HOA fees.
The bus is
So,
free.
The bus, all the
Gym's
same thing with
free. Gym's free.
transportation
Will
and
include-
security. And it's just, everybody pays a few pennies and then adds up, and
Yeah.
then you get these amazing benefits.
Yes.
You don't pay for no water bill, but you got an
Yeah.
electric bill,
You do
so,
have electric bill, but no water or trash. That's taken care of through your mutual.
yeah.
Okay. So lots and lots of value for the monthly payment that you make.
Sure.
Yeah.
For what you get here, absolutely.
Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, last question. Looking back now, what advice would you give to someone who's seriously considering moving to Laguna Woods, but they're a little bit uncertain?
Certainly check out some of the other 95 pluses and then come here and check this 55 plus, 95. Well, it's gonna be 95, 55 plus communities, and then come and look at this one. And I don't think there's just no differences you have no problem picking this place.
Mhm.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, and you have the real estate agents take you around and in their golf cart, and they'll show you all the places, how you can get from one section, because there's two main roads that go through the village, and you can cross them at many places with your golf cart, so you can get anywhere within inside the village. So yeah, I think if you do any checking out some of the other places, there's a leisure roll up in Long Beach, and there's other places around too.
Seal Beach.
Seal Beach. Come here, and there's no comparison. No comparison. This is the place.
Thank you.
You know.
Thank you. Thank you both so much for sharing your experiences. Your experience and knowledge is going to help lots of people make the right decision to move to Laguna Woods. So thank you so much. If you're evaluating Laguna Woods Village, we are happy to help you build a plan that fits your budget and lifestyle. What to tour first, how to match the monthly HOA fee to your needs, and whether a stock cooperative or condominium is a better fit. If you would like our Laguna Woods buyer's guide and a 15-minute planning call, you can call or text on 949-599-4086, or you can email us or schedule a Zoom. All our contact information is in the description below. I'm Mark Blunden with eXp Realty, serving Laguna Woods Village and South Orange County. Thank you so much for watching episode 1 of Inside the Village Fireside Chats. A huge thank you again to our guests, Nancy and Terry, and we'll see you in the next episode.